Canada, one of the most beautiful and diverse countries in the world. From coast to coast, each of its cities have their own rhythm, their own soul, and their own kind of charm. In this video, I'll be sharing my list of the top 10 most charming cities in Canada. Not just the biggest or the richest, but places where people can build a life, raise a family, and wake up feeling lucky to live there. This is about beauty, affordability, culture, transportation, and that special feeling you get when the place just feels right. Let's begin with the number 1 most charming city in Canada, Toronto. This is the heartbeat of Canada. Multicultural, fast-paced, and full of opportunities. Toronto is a city that never sleeps. Yes, it is expensive. Housing prices are high, and the cost of living keeps climbing. But for many, it is a small price to pay for the energy and access that comes with it. Whether you're in the financial district, strolling through the Kensington market, or chilling at the Toronto Island, there's always something to do, someone to meet, and somewhere to be. Public transportation via the TTC is solid, even though it can be crowded. And for families, the suburbs like Mississauga, Brampton, and Scarborough offer space, schools, and community. It is not just a city, it is indeed a lifestyle. Next up, Vancouver. If Toronto is the heartbeat, then Vancouver is the soul. This city is so unreal. Mountains behind you, oceans in front, and some of the cleanest air you would ever breathe. But let's talk real. This is one of the most expensive cities in North America. Housing here can be out of reach for many, but still, people choose to stay here. There are places you can ski, kayak, and have sushi all in one day. Calgary. Calgary is Canada's cowboy city. It is more than just boots and oil. It is clean, modern, and sets against the backdrop of the Rocky Mountains. Unlike Toronto and Vancouver, it is still affordable. It has a strong job market, a growing tech scene, and it is ideal for families. The C train gets you around, driving is easy, and it has a good outdoor life. Banff is only an hour away from Calgary. This city is where you can breathe, build, and have a sense of belonging. Edmonton. This city doesn't always get the love it deserves, but real charm lives here. It is more affordable than the bigger cities. It has a strong art scene and the largest urban parkland in North America. The winters are harsh, but the people are warm. It is a great city for families with a lot of space and schools. Transportation is car heavy, but the LRT system also helps with events like the K-Days and the Fringe Festival. Let's go to the east, to Halifax. This city feels like a hug. Historic and a port city. All thanks to its universities and the growing immigrant population. Halifax has charm for days, and it has streets, coastal air, and a growing community. Well, Halifax is not cheap anymore, but it is still more affordable. Families love it here because you're never too far from the water. And the neighborhood like Clayton Park and Bedford area. These are ideal places to start a family. The public transportation is limited, but the government is doing its best to ensure that these transportation are timely and affordable. The city is walkable, and if you want peace, beauty, and culture wrapped in one, Halifax delivers. It is your go-to city. It is indeed a city where maritime history meets modern charm. Stretching over 4 kilometers, the Halifax Waterfront Boardwalk. It is one of the world's longest urban boardwalks. Here, the salty sea breeze mingles with the sound of live music and the chatter of locals and visitors alike. Just a short walk away is the Canadian Museum of Immigration, which offers a glimpse into the immigrant community, tracing the footsteps of those who journeyed to Canada. On weekends, the Seaport Farmers Market comes alive, with the local vendors offering everything from fresh produce to unique crafts. Victoria. This is the hidden jewel of the West Coast. This is the city where you slow down, where every street corner feels like a painting. It is small but mighty, a mix of colonial charm and Pacific vibes. The weather, some of the best in Canada. It is expensive, but you're paying for serenity, safety, and style. Victoria is perfect for retirees, creatives, and remote workers. Families love the peace, the calm, and the community feel of this particular city. Transit is decent, biking is big, and nature is always 5 minutes away. Victoria isn't loud, but it is a city that is unforgettable. Nestled on the southern tip of the Vancouver Island, Victoria is known for its stunning coastal views, historic architecture, and laid-back West Coast vibe. It is the capital of British Columbia. But don't let that fool you. This city has the perfect blend of a small town charm and an urban culture. The Inner Harbour. This is where you'll see the iconic Fairmont Empress Hotel and the beautiful BC Legislature building. The view here is picture perfect, especially at sunset when the building lights up and reflects off the water. Just like the public garden of its East Coast counterpart, the Butchart Garden, this place is magical. It has over 900 varieties of plants and flowers. The next city up is Montreal. This is a city where every street tells a story. It is creative, complex, and full of contrast. French and English, old and new tradition. It is more affordable than other major cities, at least for now. But the value here goes just beyond the dollars. The public transit is excellent, biking is common, and it is very walkable. For families, neighborhoods like the NDG and the Rosemont Avenue offers a great quality of life. Montreal is passion, it is culture, it is flavor. If cities had personalities, Montreal would be the artist. Mysterious, vibrant, and endlessly fascinating. This city is nestled on the island in the St. Lawrence River. It is a vibrant Canadian city where French flair meets North American charm. The old Montreal feels like stepping back in time. With its century-old architecture, quaint cafes, and street performers, this is where the city's European soul truly comes alive. From old world charm to modern hustle, downtown Montreal is where the action is. Skyscrapers, shopping, the metro bustling beneath your feet. This city is the life. For a breath of fresh air, we're heading up to Mount Royal, the very hill that gave Montreal its name. Whether you hike, bike, or just chill with a cup of coffee, the view from the top is absolutely worth it. Now, let's talk food, because in Montreal, it is serious business. Trying the Holy Trinity poutine, smoked meat sandwiches, and of course, the Montreal-style bagel. Each bite, a story to tell, and trust me, they don't mess around. If you want to taste the city like a local, the public markets are places to be. Fresh produce, local cheese, and maple syrup. It is a feast for the senses. As the sun sets over this beautiful city, one thing is clear: Montreal is more than just a destination. It is a feeling. It is creativity, diversity, and warmth, all wrapped up in one unforgettable place. Winnipeg. Consider this city the underdog of Canadian cities. It doesn't get a lot of hype, but maybe that's why people love it. It is one of the most affordable cities in the country. It has a large growing art scene and a strong community roots. The winters are brutal, but the spirit here is unshakable. The Fox, the Exchange District, and the Assiniboine Park all bring life to the city. The public transit in this city needs a lot of work, but the city itself is easy to navigate. For families starting afresh or creatives looking for a space, Winnipeg has a blank canvas. The city of Winnipeg is packed with history, culture, and amazing local eats. You can't come to Winnipeg without visiting the Canadian Museum for Human Rights. Not only is the architecture stunning, it is also the first museum in the world to be dedicated to human rights. It is powerful, moving, and it is a must-see. If you are someone who is into art, history, or just vibing neighborhoods, the Exchange District is your spot. Think cobblestone streets, heritage buildings, and some of the best coffee in town. Winnipeg has that perfect creative energy for you. Ottawa, or Ottawa, depending on how you like to call it. Ottawa is the capital city of Canada. It is one of the most livable cities. It is clean, organized, and full of nature. With the Rideau Canal and the Gatineau Park just minutes away, this city might just be the perfect place to be. Ottawa might not be as loud as Toronto or as edgy as Montreal. One thing is for sure: this city is really balanced. The city is bilingual, professional, and peaceful, and it is a perfect place to build a future. And finally, I'll be talking about the city of Niagara Falls. This city is known worldwide for its waterfalls. It is cozy and a charming place to live. It is more affordable than most cities in Ontario. The pace is slower, the views are stunning, and it is a perfect place for raising families and retiring in peace. It has a decent access to larger cities like Toronto and Hamilton. You are also surrounded by vineyards, trails, and history. If you want nature, affordability, and a touch of magic, this city might just be calling your name. Now, that's my list of the top 10 most charming cities in Canada. Each one has its own story, its own flavor, and its own magic. Which city spoke to you the most? Please let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep exploring. This is Canada, and there is always more to discover.